and welcome to the Midday News. Member for Marprick, Libet Capris, has condemned the recent incident in Marprick. He said the incident has disturbed the peace and stability of the people in the district. Mr. Capris said the burning of vehicles at the residence of the former Member of Parliament has regrettably escalated tensions, leading to further acts of violence. This includes the destruction of several properties belonging to public servants, clashes between local landowners in Marprick and supporters of the former member in Malba village. Numerous homes have been affected, with some destroyed by fire, others looted, and additional vehicles also burned. He said these events are of grave concern and threaten the well-being of the entire community. Capris is committed and will be working closely with all relevant authorities and stakeholders to address the underlying causes of this conflict, restore calm and ensure the safety and security of all residents of Marprick. The 10 Pangu MPs from Southern Region have reaffirmed their support to current leadership of Prime Minister James Marape. Their commitment of loyalty comes in the midst of uncertainty created by a senior member of Pangu Party and provincial member for Gulf, Chris Haiveta, and his public challenge to Pangu-led government regarding the 20 million Kina in Business Development Grant, BDG, for Gulf Province.
Southern Region leader of the Pangu Party and Kikori MP, Soroi Eoe, says the actions of the provincial member for Gulf, Chris Haiveta, has created doubt within the Southern Region bloc and the coalition partners. Eoe, in a statement, said the country needs political stability and a conducive environment to implement government policies and grow the economy. He stressed that not one MP will change the country overnight, but need a collective leadership from all the leaders. Minister for National Planning and Rigo MP Se Anopala also backed the call by Eoe and said they believe in stability and that this government, with its coalition partners, must remain until 2027 to deliver to the citizens. He reiterated that the 10 MPs from the 5 provinces of Western, Gulf, Central, Milan Bay and Oro are duty-bound to their people and the nation to declare their loyalty and unequivocal support to the Marape Rosso government until 2027. Freddie Mo, TVWAN News.
CocaCola, in partnership with Makasi Sounds and Entertainment, launched the Coke Studio Pacifica tour on Tuesday, August 6th at the Lamana Gold Club. The event marks a collaboration that brings together music talents from the Pacific region, creating a platform for cultural exchange and entertainment. Makasi Sounds and Entertainment, a well-known event planner based in Port Moresby, is recognized for organizing music events featuring artists from the Solomon Islands, Vanuatu and Fiji. The Coke Studio Pacifica tour is set to be a 2-day event spanning 2 major cities, Port Moresby and Lae. The lineup includes renowned artists from the Solomon Islands such as Jaboy, Joe Briz, Kotsi and Devande, alongside Papua New Guinean artists Mariani Masani, Tavin Tuni and Junior Vigi, who have previously participated in the Coke Studio program. During the press conference, Jackie Simons, General Manager of Lamana Hotel, expressed her enthusiasm for the event.
Lamana Hotel's proud to be a part of this and having the Gold Club be the host venue on Saturday, because we see ourselves as the party capital of the South Pacific, so we like to see our South Pacific Islands come together, combine and perform for us on the stage here. So it's good to have the support of Coca-Cola this time, Coke Studio coming aboard and helping out with Makasi as well.
Gabriel Manoy, Coca-Cola's head of brand and channel management, highlighted the brand's commitment to supporting music and artists in PNG.
Coca-Cola, we're excited to be part of this journey with Makasi Entertainment. We are proud to support nurturing PNG artists And at the same time, with that, we provide opportunities for both our seasoned artists and as well young and upcoming talents. With this collaboration, we hope and we get to see our talents exposing themselves.
Emmanuel Ola from Junior Vigi expressed gratitude for the opportunity to perform with international artists. The Coke Studio Pacifica tour promises to be an exciting celebration of music and culture, strengthening ties among Pacific nations and offering a platform for artists to shine. Carol Kido Jr., TV1 News. In regional news, Tonga will dedicate a week to host the 53rd Pacific Islands Forum Leaders Meeting from the 26th to the 30th of August, with the emphasis on going beyond policy deliberation to more action to achieve transformation by building better now. The theme, Transformative Resilient Pacifica, Build Better Now, the official program since the formal launch in April, includes a range of activities designed for leaders to discuss challenges, collaborate on solutions, and advance shared goals for the Blue Pacific continent. At the moment, the government is making last-minute preparations, most notably the housing and meeting center to cater for over 1,000 guests. Turning overseas, there are calls for climate change education to be embedded into the traditional school subjects to help students deal with anxiety around global warming. Researchers say many teachers aren't tackling the topic, fearing community backlash.
So, what's the fire ratings, Penelope?
Harkaway Primary School's Bushfire Committee is busy preparing evacuation kits for summer.
A firebox is something that we'd use if the fire danger ratings are either high or there is a fire near you.
This small school in Melbourne's outer suburban fringe has a strong focus on the local environment. Senior students teach younger children about marine ecology.
You mean a sponge? It is a sponge. It's called a sea sponge.
They also learn about native wildlife and monitor the health of nearby creeks. Principal Lee Johnson wants his students to become experts in sustainability.
We want our kids to have amazing ideas about things they can do to help their environment, to help the future of the planet, to gain that understanding, but then to do stuff with that actually makes them excited and hopeful about their future.
But not every school has the same approach. Updates to the national curriculum in 2022 put a greater emphasis on teaching climate change in Australian schools. But researchers say many teachers are afraid to incorporate it into their classes, deeming it too controversial.
We had principals in our research say, for example, oh, climate change is too hard, our community is not ready for that. Some teachers just refuse to do it.
There are opportunities in our curriculum to explore climate change, but those opportunities are not necessarily mandated and they're not necessarily well resourced.
Do you reckon you can work with the others to save the planet?
Lee Johnson believes climate change education is vital in combating eco-anxiety.
There's a lot of competing ideas about what schools are for, but if we can consolidate that into the idea that schools give children agency, then I think the future's in good hands.
I just think that kids have a right to learn about this stuff.
Empowering children to navigate a changing world.
Keep going, guys! Gonna go see the lizard.
Older doctors could soon have to undergo medical checkups to continue working. The medical board says older doctors are more likely to be the subject of complaints, and it wants to make the change to keep patients safe.
At 72, orthopaedic surgeon Andreas Löffler is not slowing down.
Even though some people think I am senior, shall we say, use that term rather than old, I'm actually still in full-time employment.
He says age is no barrier to being a doctor.
70 is quite an arbitrary number.
But the Medical Board of Australia disagrees.
As we all age, all of us get health issues. And doctors get them just as much as anyone else does. And occasionally the health issue makes it difficult for the doctor to look after their patients safely.
The Medical Board has put 3 options on the table for doctors over 70. The first is a rigorous test to determine a doctor's fitness to practice. The second, and the board's preferred option, is that doctors have a general checkup every 3 years and an annual check when they turn 80. If they're diagnosed with a condition that may impair their work, they'd need to do something about it, or would be mandatorily reported to the board. The other option is to maintain the current status quo.
Late career practitioners over the age of 70 are 81% more likely to be complained about than their younger colleagues.
But some are concerned a blanket checkup isn't suitable for all medical specialties.
When it comes as an age-related thing rather than a competence-related thing or an incident, that we have some concerns, and 70 is the new 50.
The Australian Medical Association says it wants to ensure that older doctors aren't discriminated against because of their age. Doctors say they want clarity around whether they could be forced to retire. The board's consultation period will run for 2 months.
To sports, nominations for the Port Moresby Rugby League executive positions will be out shortly before the annual general meeting set for August 31st at the White House, Santos National Football Stadium. League Acting Administration Manager John Ambane said nomination opens on August 24 and closes on August 27th. Nomination forms are available at the White House during business hours from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Positions for election are Chairman, Senior Vice Chairman, Junior Vice Chairman, Secretary and Treasurer. According to the PRL Administration Manager John Ambane, they anticipate that recognized club presidents nominate their nominees for the positions and submit it to his office at the White House. According to election procedures and processes, nominees must be seconded by another club president before submission. The manager is strongly urging all 12 clubs to also meet the league's requirements for furnishing their annual club reports to qualify to attend the AGM. From previous experiences, the AGM has been prolonged because the 12 clubs had not adhered to PRL requirements. He said clubs' executives were given ample time to get their club annual reports ready and should not make excuses. Carol Kiru Jr., TV1 Sports. The Money Plus Port Moresby AFL Premier Competition has successfully concluded its 2024 season proper, culminating in the first round of the major and elimination finals over the weekend. At the end of regulation rounds, Gerica Bombers took out the minor premiership honours after finishing at the top of the A-grade points ladder ahead of the more fancied West Eagles. In Saturday's major semi-final minor premiers, Gerica Bombers shot down West Eagles 39 points to 29 to book the first grand final spot, while on Sunday an energized Gero Magpies side cruised past Lamana Dockers by 7 points to have a crack at the high-flying West Eagles this weekend. POM AFL President Douglas Lai has praised all 8 participating clubs this year for a trouble-free season and very optimistic of an exciting finish to the finals.
Semi-final was played yesterday between Gerica Bombers and West Eagles, and Gerica Bombers took the game out, winning quite convincingly. So they go straight through to the grand final. And today we had a minor semi-final between Gero Magpies and Lamana Dockers, which Gero Magpies won slightly closer by 7 points. So Gero Magpies go on to meet West Eagles in the preliminary game next week Saturday, and Gerica Bombers is on standby for the grand final. Bombers has been the top form team this season. And they defeated West. They're a minor premiers, and they've gone straight to the premiership grand final next week. Dockers and Gero, Gero were favorites to win this game today, but it was a really tough one. Yeah, absolutely. We've had a very good season, unlike a couple of years back, and we've had quite a good season. So we're expecting a good grand final day to complete the season.
And finally, FIFA President Gianni Infantino met with the Solomon Islands Football Federation President Donald Marahare in Paris this morning. The two discussed the developments of Solomon Islands football, the planned professional league, the technical development program, and the facilities funded by FIFA Forward money. Football has made much progress in the Solomon Islands and is doing impressive work investing in women's football. And that ends our news update for today. Do join us at 6 p.m. for the main TV1 News Bulletin.